Evictions are set to resume in a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, many still can't even afford to pay the rent.
WMAR 2 News' Maui Safaste explains the new programs and funding available and why some say it's still not enough.
The people impacted have been out of work for months without their unemployment insurance benefits for weeks, and the reprieve on their rent is now running out. In Maryland, you may still be able to catch a break, but there's no telling for how long. The numbers are alarming. One survey finding 30% of tenants were unable to afford their rent in June, and we're also hearing it.
I'm about to lose my apartment. I'm about to lose everything because I need my income.
I may be looking at a possible homeless situation. I'm in a room for rent now, and so it's really heart-wrenching, if I don't get this fixed, what my situation might look like.
The CARES Act put a moratorium on evictions through July 25th. Also on that date, many receiving unemployment will lose an additional $600 per week. However, in Maryland, the governor's order prohibiting evictions for people who experienced financial hardship due to the pandemic may still be in place.
The governor's executive order is still open-ended through the end of the emergency, and as long as the proclamation of a catastrophic health emergency is still running.
But on August 31st, when courts begin to hear new eviction cases, the tenant will need to prove they're covered under the governor's order.
The governor's executive order around evictions is wholly untested at this point because the courts have been closed. We don't know how it is going to function in reality.
Aside from the tsunami of eviction hearings advocates are predicting, they say the governor hasn't provided enough in rental assistance. Last Friday, he announced $30 million.
$30 million doesn't cut it. We need something resembling serious money.
To make the greatest impact, Public Justice Center says the state needs to commit $154 million, which would cover 50% of the immediate need. In a hearing today, the administration said they're evaluating as they go.
I think that Maryland renters who have been substantially impacted financially should feel comfortable and secure in their homes.
Advocates saying the opposite and warn that we're getting closer to the cliff's edge.
There is significant uncertainty, concern among tenants who just don't know what's going to happen. And the suggestion that folks should feel comfortable at this point, I think is really, really missing the mark here.
Baltimore City is providing $13 million in rental assistance. Applications for the program opens on Wednesday and closes on the 10th. We have more information, details on these key dates, and how to apply for help on our website.